Welcome to our latest video, 18 stories of how global warming is reshaping dog populations. Today, we explore the alarming ways climate change is impacting the lives of our canine companions across the globe. From polar breeds struggling with melting ice to urban-dwelling dogs adapting to new environments as rural areas become uninhabitable, the effects of rising temperatures and extreme weather events are reshaping dog populations in unimaginable ways. Join us as we delve into these critical stories highlighting the resilience of dogs and the challenges they face in a warming world. 1. Polar dogs struggle with melting ice. Breeds like the Siberian Husky and Alaskan Malamute have long been symbols of the icy wilderness, thriving in environments where most others would falter. However, as ice roads vanish and snowy landscapes turn to slush, these majestic dogs face an uncertain future. The very terrain that once allowed them to pull sleds and navigate effortlessly is disappearing, leaving them struggling to find footing. It's as if the ground beneath them is melting away, taking with it their traditional way of life. These changes not only affect their physical abilities but also their mental well-being, as they lose the sense of purpose that comes with their work. 2. Heatwaves force short-nosed breeds indoors. Brachycephalic breeds, known for their adorable squashed faces, are particularly vulnerable to the sweltering heat brought on by climate change. Bulldogs, pugs, and other short-nosed dogs often experience respiratory distress during heat waves, making outdoor activities a risky endeavor. Imagine trying to breathe through a straw while running. That's what these dogs endure in hot weather. As a result, many owners are forced to keep their pets indoors, limiting their exercise and socialization opportunities, which can lead to a host of other health issues. 3. Rising temperatures expand disease zones. Warmer climates are a breeding ground for pests like ticks, fleas, and mosquitoes, which are now invading territories they previously couldn't survive in. This expansion spells trouble for dogs, as these pests carry diseases like Lyme disease and heartworm. Dogs that once roamed free without a care now face the invisible threat of illness. Pet owners are finding themselves constantly on guard, armed with repellents and medications to protect their furry friends from these unwelcome invaders. 4. Coastal dogs face increased flooding. Breeds living in coastal areas, such as the Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever, are increasingly at risk from rising sea levels and frequent storm surges. These dogs, once adept at navigating watery landscapes, now find themselves in peril as their familiar environments become treacherous. Floodwaters not only threaten their safety but also disrupt their habitats, leading to lost prey and diminished food resources. It's a dire situation that forces both dogs and their human companions to adapt or relocate. 5. Droughts threaten working farm dogs. Border collies and Australian cattle dogs are the unsung heroes of the agricultural world, tirelessly herding livestock across fields. Yet, as droughts become more common, these working dogs face a crisis. Parched lands make herding difficult, and the lack of water takes a toll on their health. Picture trying to run a marathon in the desert without a drop to drink. That's the harsh reality for these dogs. Farmers, too, are feeling the strain, as they depend on their canine partners to manage increasingly scarce resources. 6. Wildfires displace rural dogs. The rise in wildfires poses a devastating threat to rural communities, forcing families to evacuate with little warning. In the chaos, many dogs are left homeless or end up in overcrowded shelters. These loyal companions, accustomed to wide open spaces and familiar scents, suddenly find themselves in unfamiliar environments, adding emotional distress to their physical displacement. It's a heartbreaking scenario that highlights the urgent need for more comprehensive evacuation plans that include pets. 7. Changing migration patterns disrupt hunting breeds. Scenthounds and retrievers rely on predictable wildlife movements for successful hunts, but shifting migration patterns are throwing them off their game. As animals adapt to new climates, these dogs find themselves chasing ghosts, with instincts that no longer align with reality. It's akin to a pianist playing a symphony on an out-of-tune piano. Their skills remain, but the harmony is lost. This disruption affects both the dogs and their handlers, who must now rethink traditional hunting practices. 8. Snow dogs overheating in warmer winters. Breeds like the Samoyed, designed for frigid climates, are finding themselves overheating as winters grow milder. Their thick, luxurious coats, once an asset against the cold, now become a liability in warmer temperatures. Owners are faced with the challenge of keeping their pets comfortable, often resorting to air conditioning and shorter outdoor excursions. It's a stark reminder that even the most resilient breeds are not immune to the effects of global warming. 9. Tropical storms endanger stray dog populations. In regions prone to hurricanes and tropical storms, stray dogs face an uncertain existence. These extreme weather events can decimate populations that rely on human discards for food. With each storm, countless strays are swept away or left without sustenance, leading to a steep decline in their numbers. It's a grim cycle of survival where only the strongest and luckiest endure, leaving a void in communities once teeming with these resilient survivors. 10. Dogs adapt to urban environments as rural areas become uninhabitable. As extreme weather conditions render rural areas less hospitable, families are migrating to urban centers in search of stability. This shift forces rural breeds like the Great Pyrenees to adapt to city life, a stark contrast to their natural instincts. These dogs, bred for wide spaces and solitary patrols, must now navigate bustling streets and crowded parks. It's a challenging transition that requires patience and understanding from owners as they help their pets adjust to a new way of life. 11. Arctic breeds lose their jobs. Once indispensable for sledding and transportation, Arctic breeds like the Greenland dog are losing their traditional roles. With melting ice and the advent of modern transportation, these dogs find themselves out of work. It's a poignant reminder of how quickly the world is changing, leaving behind even the most iconic symbols of resilience. For these dogs, the challenge lies in finding new purposes in a world where their unique skills are no longer in demand. 12. Desert breeds face record heat. Dogs like the Saluki, once perfectly adapted to the desert, now struggle with record-breaking temperatures and shrinking water sources. Even these hardy breeds are feeling the heat as global warming pushes their limits. It's as if the desert itself is turning against them, creating an environment where survival becomes increasingly difficult. These changes force owners to rethink how they care for their pets, often requiring innovative solutions to keep them safe and healthy. 13. Feral dogs increase in disaster zones. Climate-induced disasters displace countless dogs, leading to a rise in feral populations in affected regions. These dogs, once domesticated, face the harsh reality of fending for themselves in unfamiliar and often hostile environments. It's a testament to their resilience, but also a sobering reminder of the chaos wrought by climate change. Communities are left grappling with the consequences, trying to manage growing feral populations while addressing the root causes of displacement. 14. Service dogs struggle with heat stress. Guide dogs and service animals play a vital role in assisting individuals with disabilities, but extreme heat events are taking a toll on their well-being. These dedicated animals experience increased stress and exhaustion, impacting their ability to perform essential tasks. It's a challenging situation that requires careful management to ensure the health and safety of both the dogs and the people who rely on them. As temperatures continue to rise, finding solutions to mitigate heat stress becomes ever more critical. 15. Rising water temperatures affect water rescue breeds. Breeds like the Newfoundland, trained for cold water rescues, are facing redundancy as water bodies warm. Their specialized skills, honed over generations, are becoming less relevant as the environments they were designed for change. It's akin to a master craftsman finding their tools obsolete, leaving them with a wealth of knowledge but no outlet. For these breeds, the challenge is to find new roles that utilize their strengths in a world where their traditional tasks are fading away. 16. Pet food shortages due to crop failures. Climate disruptions are wreaking havoc on agriculture, leading to shortages in pet food ingredients and rising prices. As crop failures become more common, pet pet owners are finding it increasingly difficult to provide for their furry companions. It's a ripple effect that highlights the interconnectedness of our ecosystems, where changes in one area can have profound impacts elsewhere. For families already struggling with the effects of climate change, these additional challenges can feel overwhelming. 17. More dogs surrendered due to climate displacement. As families lose their homes to wildfires, floods, and hurricanes, the heartbreaking decision to surrender pets becomes a reality for many. Shelters are seeing an influx of dogs as individuals are forced to prioritize basic survival over companionship. It's a sobering consequence of climate change, where the bond between humans and animals is tested in the face of adversity. These stories of separation underscore the urgent need for comprehensive support systems that can keep families and their pets together during crises. 18. Conservation programs introduce climate-resilient breeds. In response to the challenges posed by global warming, breeders are focusing on developing climate-resilient dog breeds. These programs aim to select traits that allow dogs to thrive in warmer climates and withstand extreme weather conditions. It's a proactive approach that seeks to preserve the bond between humans and dogs in a rapidly changing world. By prioritizing adaptability, these initiatives offer hope for a future where canine companions continue to be an integral part of our lives, regardless of the climate.